Wow, I didn't even bother. Megabug hits 10,000. Nothing happens. Normally I celebrate this type of stuff, but now I'm like running out of time constantly. Especially like in this episode, you're gonna see a lot of drama. And hopefully you're familiar with Megabug to some extent. Just a card game without text, my friends. Let me create a vacuum cleaner because I'll need it. Alright, that's just gonna do it. So, let's pick Card Notorious. I've made 7 cards by this point. I'm probably just gonna play a game now after showing them. And I'll be able to show it like this. No need to, you know, open a whole list of cards and all that shit. Now, as promised, we're going closer and closer to release of the initial version where anyone can get their hands on this semi-physical, semi-digital card game that doesn't use text, so it's, you know, easy to understand for anyone with any language in their brains. What you see here is actually evolve effects. Yes, Shredder devolves when it gets killed. And technically it should turn into a 2-drop, but because devolve is so unstable, it can in fact be a 2-drop. You get 3 cards, 1 by 1, and if you get anything below 4-drop, then this is what this is going to turn into. If you get nothing, you get nothing, basically. You get a Doomsayer, you know, as a joke. But you just get nothing. So that's one of the cards I've made. And if I type in new 7, I get nothing. What? I guess you do have to type in a specific number, which is not ideal. But now, new 7. Here we go. We got all the cards that are new. So let's look into this stuff. By the way, it's always going to be in the middle. I was almost able to size it to the max, to full screen, but it does go off limit. But I also needed to put it in the middle of the screen, so this can happen. I can still see it in the full card, because usually it just resizes the card in the same position. It seems super clean this way. So, Matter Bomber. What did I do with Matter Bomber? Well, I gave 2 spread damage for every single effect that you're able to activate. And there's some new ones. There's Cthulhu effect. There's a damaged effect when the creature gets damaged. I'm not sure when I will use this one, but this is when you turn this creature into mana. But it has to be from hand, so it's a little bit awkward. But, you know, you just show it to your opponent. Bam, it's going to turn into mana. You do some kind of effect. I don't know. I'll still think about it, because it's a very fresh one. This is me copying and pasting combo. And yes, I said Cthulhu. Yeah. What is that? Why Cthulhu has to be an effect? It's a token. These little dots kind of remind you that it's a token. Basically, you're collecting these like gems, bombs, spare parts. Cthulhu. The Old Gods will... I'm not sure which expansion it is, but it's gonna come up eventually. I'm still stuck at, as you can see, copying and pasting the very first expansion, Goblins versus Gnomes. And there's still a lot of cool stuff in there. There's a couple more mana symbols or requirements. I already forgot what this is, by the way. I know this one because it's super fresh. You have to attack 3 times or skip your natural draw. You only draw 1 card instead of 2. But some dude came in to help with documentation a little bit. And then he left when he realized, I'm not just a game developer. I want friends. I want relationships. And I want people to, like, accept me the way that I am. And then the drama starts, my friends. Yeah, so someone tried to help me with MEGABUG and left like everyone else. You know. Didn't become silent because he seems to be like an active person. And we're gonna talk about this drama a little bit, but the simple version is, you know, what you up to today anyway? And I'm like, well, I'll do these videos and stuff. And now it's like, oh, I want you actually like the fucking, a real person, a real normal person. We're gonna talk like that. And it's like, bro, you don't know me that way. We're across the internet. You don't need to know whether I went outside or cooked something. That is fucking stupid. So we immediately just jumping off a cliff. You know, just trying to interact like normal people, I guess. I don't know. Across the internet. There's nothing normal about it. I literally jump into Tinder. I get the same vibe that they don't understand the internet ethics, basically. So if you don't understand, the only thing you can do is just like offer to meet or just do your job, whatever you're excited about, whatever you're passionate about. It immediately just jumps off a cliff. It doesn't get better. I get like a simple advice of like, oh, I can cook things better with a fucking air fryer. And then down there, there's a dead body, basically. You know, this guy just kind of slips and says, oh, after 4 years of a relationship, my fiancée died. You know, and she had mental illness, just like you. We can all relate, guys. Things get very fucking stupid very fast. And I'm like, holy shit. I mean, I was correct. And then he leaves the next day, which I was also being able to predict. Every single thing I was able to predict. But he couldn't fucking stop himself. You know. So I'm like, okay, I guess you clean up one part of something that I don't care that much about. But here you go. Recycle mana. You don't actually delete the mana and send it to the graveyard. You send it to the deck. Isn't that cool? You still get your resource back at least with the Y. So it's hard to see why Y is supposed to be a recycle thing, but I don't know. Because it's like half of an X. But then, whatever that means. Because X is just strictly sacrificing mana. It's the most expensive thing you can do. The only other thing that has 3 dots is being defenseless, having no shields at all. Anyways. Yeah, I did kill the vibe with the video as well. But it's just like the stuff that I have to deal with because my priorities is not to make games and whatnot and be a clown on the internet and post videos. My priority is to like make friends and not feel like I'm useless and that I will never earn money, have a girlfriend, and deal with loneliness all the time. And just like nobody cares, and I'll just stare at a broken society where it's completely pointless, right? I don't want to like do that. I'm trying to solve that problem instead of like, oh, make a card game. So sure, if I get resources out of that, that's cool, but I'm trying to make friends and whatnot. But if you can't do a conversation like this, which Clearly you can't. And I will show, you know, a simulated mental illness. And so simulated mental illness is just, that's what it is. It's just a very tough position for a conversation where you have derailed basically in a wrong direction. You have to potentially just like wake up the next day and start fresh, because it's not gonna go well. But he decided that he can't do that because that's too complicated, and following rules is complicated. And now he's gone. 3 days he lasted. Isn't that fucking awesome? You know. Yet I can predict every single move. I'm not even amused at what the fuck's going on. I'm just like, I'm getting bored of this bullshit. Like, everyone's predictable and stupid. So, Matter Bomber can actually deal 8 damage. It also deals damage to itself when it attacks minions. It automatically, they get to retaliate. Because he doesn't care. He's gonna explode. Like kamikaze, bro. But, there's 4 conditions that you can make that gives you 2 damage each time. So combo, quick draw, finale is one of the like 2 new ones, and then the combo, and then just barely summoning. It's also going to do 2 damage. Now, is 8 damage enough to clear anything because this is spread equally? Who knows, right? Hopefully it works out for you. Because even 8 damage is not exactly the best thing ever. But we'll see how this card works, because we're going to play with all of them. We're going to put them in the deck. One is actually missing, it feels like. But at the same time not. No, there's a skeleton missing. Pile of bones, I think I call it. What? Okay, 1 second. Hard bones. There you go. Made of bones. Pile of Bones is the card from Hearthstone. These ones were inspired by the dude, and obviously they don't look very good or healthy. Or something you want to think about when you have a dead body in your life. That comes up in a conversation very quickly. Anyways, Jungbot can turn 1 spare part every single turn into +2/+2. And will turn itself into 2 spare parts when it dies. Pretty cool stuff. Very simple. Original Jungbot gets +2/+2 when a mech dies. This one, you know, if mechs die, they will drop spare parts. But you can acquire spare parts other ways. And so it actually becomes more thematic, I would say. Matter Bomber is just thematic because it's mad to try and, like, get everything, you know, all these effects rolling, basically. Combo, quick draw, like, what? What? How you do that, bro? That's crazy. That is pretty mad. Even getting 3 of them is pretty mad. 1 you get by default. So you're focusing on all these 3. It's cool. It's a different type of madness, where you're not, like, scared of damaging your own minions. It's just he brought a bit too much TNT into the battlefield, because you ask him to. Very nicely. There's, you know, Recombobulator, but he's basically now Bob. And he refreshes your minion. So, this one has a minus, this one has just simply, like, keep the same cost. Target a friendly minion and keep the same cost as you summon. Meaning that, again, this is an evolve effect. And this is one of the coolest cards in the neutral set for Goblins versus Gnomes, because evolve effect is introduced very early in the game, and then the Shaman picks it up for himself, and technically this never happens ever again, where a neutral card has evolve effect. It definitely has some other effects. I'm not sure what we're gonna find to talk about Bob again. I don't know. But yeah. I'm not sure how this is gonna work, how evolve effects are gonna work in general. And how they should work, because they're completely new and I haven't tested it at all. This is the third latest card. And I made it after, you know, I'm like, well, I'm kind of a little bit upset that this is not going anywhere. And hopefully, third day is the charm and it's not going to be fucking ruined. But then he sends a goodbye message and is like, well, I did all this work, guys. Blah, blah, blah. Hopefully it's useful. Hopefully it all goes well. Blah, blah, blah. I hate that stuff because, like, you know, it's a goodbye message. It means nothing. It's like, it's a breaking up message. And it's, again, generic of like, oh, wish you good luck, you know. Yeah, the things that turn into generic stuff, like, they feel like trash. Like, they feel completely useless. And again, anything predictable is also pretty fucking useless. And society's full of that shit. And I hate it. Yeah. So, yeah. I call it the air fryer. For weird reasons. But again, yeah, you attack 3 times or skip the draw. So if you have 3 minions, or a minion with Wind Fury that can attack twice, or a minion that can attack many, many times, then you can activate this cost requirement and summon this for 5 mana fairly easily. Now, why is this basically 7 mana? Because you have to combine the cost of the mana symbol and the cost itself. Why is the 7 mana with 5/3 stats? The effect has to be pretty cool, right? Well, basically you have to imagine that some cards that gain stealth can keep on killing your opponent's minions over and over again and just basically are immortal. You know, but you have to position yourself very, very carefully with this one. So, but sometimes, like, this can be killed with a bomb. I played one game and it just died to a bomb. Unfortunate death. It just has 3 health. So, unlucky things can happen like that. But, because bomb is like a 50-50. It can hit the neighbor and whatnot. But when your opponent summons a creature, this goes to stealth. So it already hides from everything and comes back and swings again for 5 damage. But not only that, that opponent that got summoned gets frozen. So they can't attack with the first creature that they summon. You know, it just completely gets frozen. Not just tapped, frozen. It has to wait 2 turns, basically, to be able to attack again. It's a pretty scary card when you realize how crazy this effect is. And rightfully so, because that's Jewel. Well, the dude that broke me in real life, when, you know, you have so much control in real life over me, of like, I have to respond to you, I have to care about you. But here's Jewel. Jewel never really talked to me directly, but kind of did. And she has way more points. I'm just saying, guys. I don't think it's mental illness to pretend to have multiple personalities at this point. Because I want to pretend to be talking to her instead of the fucking dude that's gonna just leave randomly. You know, like, it's a little bit cooler to interact with celebrities, even if it's just imaginary type of stuff. I figured, you know, I don't have to be normal. I'm inventing new things, my friends. I'm doing something completely different that other people don't do. So I don't have to be normal. Don't expect me to be normal. Alright, so if you care about this game, keep your distance if you expect normal things to happen. Then just wait until this game is released and it's, you know, double-handed with people who can actually handle the problematic nature or the purpose of this card game, you know, and where it came from. This card game was invented in a mental asylum, my friends. I spent 1 year there, and I had to do something that, you know, fills up the time, because no one wants to interact in, like, meaningful ways. So I had to make up my own card game and play with myself over and over again, and it worked. And this would, you know, be the greatest solution for a lot of people who are stuck in situations they're not supposed to be stuck in, you know. But people don't care that hard. There's no escape, my friends. And this is a very, very dark episode, and it's just a reminder that card games are not real, but real life is pretty real, and things get mixed up very quickly. That you're not supposed to build some kind of wall and protect your little card game from reality hitting the fucking floor. You know, so I'm building the bridge, basically, between card games and reality, where you can make your own card games you can play in real worlds pretty easily. It's a little bit easier to do an application for this thing, but anything is available for you. And you have basically the full collection because you can make one yourself. Now, how it's gonna be universalized and what we're gonna be agreeing upon, what kind of rules gonna universalize the whole concept, I don't know. It's too complicated for one person to figure out everything. So, you know, let's not put too much pressure on me. It's fun to solve problems, but at some point I'm running out of time, you know. So the first zero cost card is created. Technically it's completely zero cost, but you do have to spend 2 bones to make this, because it's made out of bones. When you attack into this, it's going to freeze the attacking creature, and when it kills something or dies, it gives 3 bones back each time. So, great. If you kill something, you get some bones back. But basically, it costs 4, because not only you have to summon this using 2 bones, but every single time you attack, you also have to use 2 bones. And bones is the, you know, stuff in the graveyard. Yep, it turned into bone, guys. And then you spend it by removing it. We have done this, maybe, to something at some point. Here is also, there's a new mechanic. Also, there's a new double modifier. Never been done before, technically. It's colossal and it's friendly. So it's going to try and protect friends from lethal damage, or itself. So if Recombobulator would be able to kill this, it will try to defend itself with the Junkbot, and it will basically bounce off, leaving Junkbot with 2 health, but everyone survived. That's a friendly creature. If it had full health and everyone is struggling, like Recombobulator is trying to attack the bony thing, it will try and defend it. You know, it's a very flexible type of taunt that only targets these 3 minions altogether, trying to, you know, push them one. One thing that does not happen is this cannot defend that, but because this is the one that holds the keyword and whatnot. So he uses these creatures like that. Basically, 4-way relationship establishes. And another new thing is sacrificing a chunk of health. Colossals have chunks of 3 health each, and this one happens to have the most health of all of them, 12, 4 chunks that he can sacrifice to deal 2 damage and buff friendly minions that are next, or neighbors basically, next to the card. But it's pretty expensive when this is technically just 7 mana, but you have to hold 6 cards. That's pretty expensive. And technically, it should be 8 mana at this point, 8 mana cost, because this shit stacks like crazy. Holding 3 cards is easy, but holding 6 cards is a nightmare. So summoning this is pretty difficult, and it's a pretty awkward card in general, but we'll see how it goes, right? I'm just shooting a rocket, and of course I might have to change a few stats here and there. It might be too powerful, because technically you can burn all 4 chunks to deal 8 damage and buff your minions by +4/+4. Is it broken, though, that way? I mean, it's pretty powerful. It can also attack itself, so dealing 12 damage all at once with a 7 mana creature. So, there's a simple way to stop this is to, you know, put this thing in. The infinity symbol, where this can only be used once per turn, this effect. So, I don't know. We'll see how everything goes. There's obviously balance patching all over the place. This stuff is unstable. This is not Hearthstone, my friends. This is more in tune with Minecraft, where Minecraft is trying to take in a sandbox world, and let's see what we can do with it, right? From the very beginning, it's pretty much released, and anyone who wanted that sort of idea to exist, they can get along with for the ride. So this is the card game of the Minecraft of card games, where it's filled with good ideas, and it definitely has some kind of future ahead of it. And it's very easy to just release it very early. So I appreciate that part. Let's play some games, boys. So basically I have to say new. If I do this, I get 6 cards? That's a bug, bro. Holy shit. Okay, I fixed that real fast. Yeah, now it's very convenient. And if I try to summon card 9 and then do the new 3, I'm not gonna get bullshit cards in the way. Yeah, there's stuff like this happening. Alright, let's set up a new game. A versus. You can see we have shields now. The grave man I have, because it's just a number, basically. Number of cards. You technically do slide them around in a real world, but here you just, like, you have a number and you spend your mana. It's not complicated. So, that's it. That's your battlefield. Boom. Turn 1. But first, we need some cards. So, let's turn these into vacuum cleaners. Carefully, so it doesn't suck in the shields. It technically cannot suck in other containers. That's nice. But, oh, you know, that can happen. And technically it leaves at the same spot as well. It summons things at the same spot. So nothing crazy is going to happen, even if you suck that shit in. I'm not sure what happens with a splitter, though. Well, it gives a 0 splitter. It resets values. Okay, so, I guess we do new 8 now. New 8 cards. Everything else can be random. Yeah, we got the bones. New 8. I was recording this, and it's annoying because I didn't got the new cards. I got like 3 of them. Oh, it goes to the bottom. Scraping that off the bottom is going to be like... Now, that's the terrifying feature. Alright. And then we fill up with the rest of the random cards. Is this nerfed? Elsa. Yes, yes. I don't know why I made Ice Block 6 mana. Holy shit. Ice Blocker. That was a definite mistake. Okay, this is fine. We can turn off the vacuum, but we're gonna keep the go to the bottom type of functionality. This goes to mana now. Thank you very much. And we do the same thing with the other deck. Give random cards. Bam. Perfect. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. Here we go. Now we can play a game after we shuffle the decks. Now we're ready, basically. This is also probably going to be automated. And let me talk about the features of the future that we have to worry about, right? In January, I'll be working on these 5 features. We're going to be making custom cards. You can upload a picture, put effects, values, everything is going to be customized. It shouldn't be very difficult at all. Explain every single symbol. Now, what this dude was trying to do is document the symbols with his, you know, GIMP, making GIMP files and whatnot. Is like, well, I'll do the job. And it's a no-no, all right? Right now, I'm doing all the work. I'm technically unable to receive help, right? You can give me emotional support if you want. In fact, that's what he said that he gave to his fiance, and I don't think I want it anymore. All right, I don't think I need anything from you. All right. Rest in peace, so to speak. Special decks for players and for a challenge. So you need decks. You need custom build decks, something to play with, something to explore, something to feel like you can handle a deck. So I'll make simple decks, then complicated. We're going to split the cards, I'll make some aggro decks. We'll see. It's just a little process of building decks. It's not supposed to be that difficult either. But behind the scenes, technically, I have to, you know, get the deck code as well. And then come up with some kind of special cards for challenges, because it's kind of like building adventure in Hearthstone. You need a little bit of a custom card, like extra special monsters, extra strong or synergizing with each other easily, so you don't have to worry about your opponent playing complicated cards. It just plays a 4-mana 7/7, and it's already a problem for you, basically. Because you have to control everything yourself, for now. No programming. I'm still not doing programming, guys. It's not gonna happen. I'm not sure when it's gonna happen, if ever, but I will have to collaborate with someone on that one. Or if it's necessary at all. Now, the only thing that's obviously scaring everyone is like, but what about multiplayer? I don't know. I don't know that one either, bro. That's a scary word. Explore how to simplify hands. Maybe even set up the board. One way to play multiplayer is play by code, right? I send you code and you send me code. All right, here you go. Type this into your thing. I have made my turn. That's multiplayer right there. I'm not sure how I will do it. It's not supposed to be that complicated, but it does require internet connection, and that's scary, bro. No, like the code for, like, Unity can barely handle UI. You want me to fucking handle a whole 2 players playing one thing across, you know, the internet thing is insane. I can already feel it's miserable experience to build that shit. Especially when I don't have friends to test it with, either. You know, like, double as scary. Explore how to simplify hand. Set up the board. So, you know, you have 5 slots for minions for your opponent as well. You have a slot for storage. somewhere here. You have a slot for your hero power next to the graveyard as the like the sixth slot. You want to like visualize all these things, right? Or set things up automatically that all these things appear, and then you have slots visible still. And then you have some space for hands as well. Also, I've made these buttons, as you can see, they go up and down just like that. In a very convenient way. Now, simplifying the hands would mean that I have somewhat very, very miniature cards stitched together. It's kind of like idea of this if this worked, right? You have a small little thing where a card goes in, and you can highlight the card from here, and if you want to play it, you just drag it out of the hand slot. It's kind of like an inventory, basically. In Hearthstone, the similar thing happens, but you just like, you look at the card and it highlights automatically, and it's like, okay, I play this one. You know, it's going to be very similar. I need that sort of functionality for a lot of more things than just the hand of cards. Because this is application for many games to come, potentially, and it's already an application that I use every single day. So that's cool. And maybe you're going to learn to do that as well and appreciate it. See the whole collection of cards. And obviously you don't want to go to look at cards like this from a folder, because that looks disgusting, and you have to set it up so it looks like it shows icons and all that stuff. You don't want to do this kind of work necessarily. So browsing collection is absolutely a relevant thing to do. Now it's also pretty kind of complicated. Just spawning all the cards and scrolling through them is a little bit of work. I'm not sure exactly what will give me that functionality, because every single item that I have to make has to be functional by itself in a vacuum, basically. Otherwise, it's kind of cringe, right? If I just make a function just specifically for this game. The splitter can be a function specifically for this game because it's super simple, and then like supposed to flip the cards when you switch around or untap the cards so they're usable again. I can understand that, but anything complicated as a collection just for the card game, I you know, my brain doesn't work that way. I want things to have multiple functions. Anyways, so let's pick some cards for the hand and play one game. Should be fair enough. I just want to be done with this, because it's a little bit stressful when drama goes down. And but this one is just kind of pathetic. But it's also unique because someone tried to like be helpful and stuff. And you know, everyone is struggling to be as a human being. I myself included. It's just like, I don't struggle to be a human being on the internet. I struggle to be a human being in real life, which this guy was able to detect and feel sorry about, basically. I feel like it's a problem of some kind that also needs solving. Well, unfortunately, you can't do anything to my real life besides give some advice. And it went downhill when we started talking about girls. You know, it's like, if I can do it, then you can do it too. If I picked up the girl, you can do it too. And it's like, no, bro. No, bro. It's more complicated than that, and I don't want to fucking deal with this shit. And I felt offended, and I started throwing my alternate personalities. Because they're much more powerful at conveying information than I am. So I've realized that using small cards for the hand is way better than the big ones, because holy shit. This really sinks in a lot of time for me. So what do we do here? We have a 3-mana thing that draws us cards, so that's useless. Basically, everything looks useless to me. I'll just play the pawn. En passant, boys. And my opponent is juiced up, but it has Ice Block, so it sucks. Ice Block sucks, guys. Even at 4 mana, I feel like. We'll see. Refresher, we have all these things from the new collection, and these are also new. Only when this breaks a shield, it gives us ability to summon something from the graveyard. But it's tapped. What is that? Why is there an X? It kills itself? Oh, it does. It promotes, of course. Alright. To summon Shredder, I need to sacrifice one more thing. I do like playing Ice Block. Maybe we just remove the red for now. It's early game. It's not really appropriate. This goes to mana because it has the mana modifier. So we both have 4 each. Draw some more cards. Alright. Matter Bomber, look at that. We can actually summon this. This already has a quick draw. We're not gonna combo, basically, so it's 6 damage. Which is fascinating. I mean, I have to play it, it's just too good. Too cool right now, as it is. Deals 3 damage here and 3 damage to the shields. To knock a shield down, I need 2 more damage. Then it attacks. But it's kind of cringe this way. Because it still cannot defeat a shield. So if I do this, if I summon Jeeves at the same time, and sacrifice basically my entire hand for this nonsense, I get to activate this for 8 damage. Knock a shield down and knock another shield down. And apparently, why not, right? Why not be greedy? Because I'm gonna get the Jeeves effect as well. So I summon this, and then I activate literally every single one of these effects for 8 damage. I didn't thought it was gonna happen, but here we go. This gets annihilated, but it might transform into this, apparently. Into Made of Bones. No, it definitely does. Transforms into that. These guys go down here. Alright. And we can't easily kill that. This thing dies from that. Oh, boy. Stupid Shredder. And he gets 3 bones out of that. Well, there's nothing else I can do. I have to sacrifice this. And kill that, I guess. Draw 3 cards. Let me get that. It would be stupid not to take advantage of Jeeves. By the way, I did remove 1 shield by summoning this for 8 damage. So 3 cards are being drawn. 2 of them are hero powers. 3 coins. For 1, 3 coins. Bam, bam, bam. You get +1/+1 for every coin. Flip 1. We'll see. So I don't think card draw is going to be needed. We can put it in the mana immediately. Not think about it anymore. Do we activate this? Maybe not necessary. But there's no high attack minions on the board. It seems like. Maybe it's a good idea Well, this is a very good card. Now, if you fail to meet this requirement, this thing just goes to mana himself. The requirement is paying taxes. Turns into mana unless you pay 1 mana for it that turn. Okay. Not gonna lie, Jeeves can really speed up the game. I want to do this, tap it, summon this, 7 mana required. And might as well throw these into trash because I want to recombobulate maybe. See how it goes. Alright. And then this stays in my hand. I draw 1 more card for my opponent. And here we go. We continue. Matter Bomber again. Let's go, baby. Explode the shit out of them. I got some strats going on, guys. We're not playing Matter Bomber because it's kind of irrelevant right now. Let's see if I can summon the Queen, by the way. Queen is kind of shit, but it is Eternal card, though. It's still shit. I can summon the Queen in late game by sacrificing mana. These are just discounts, basically. But I have to sacrifice creatures for Queen to attack. That's the hard part about this. And technically, I'll probably just wait for shields to go down, because this goes down to 4 mana. Very complicated card, but technically it's possible to understand. It was a fun puzzle to throw at this dude. I just threw a queen at him, and it took quite a while to explain what it does. It's somewhere up there, guys. I swear. I mean, we had a chat, but it's like, you went a wrong direction, bro. So I throw a queen into him, and it took half an hour to figure out, to explain him what it does, because it's a lot in one card, even just for mana cost, you know. Anyways, I'm not summoning that anytime soon. This also cannot be summoned. Angry Genie is technically the best choice, I believe. We double attack and crush this nonsense, which doesn't want to die easily. It doesn't unflip the card, okay. It just leaves it like that. That sucks. I will have to fix that too. Like, this is the amount of shit I have to deal with, just with no programming at all. It's just like basic functions of things. Let's see if it works now. Here you go, this is awesome, bro. Obviously, if you flip it, you're not gonna see it. I love that. What if I flip it? Oh, yeah, it's good. Yeah, I love it. Alright, let's continue, boys. This breaks the ice block. The first attacker is getting bent to the shield, which is, too bad, because it has only 1 attack and doesn't do anything. Basically used as bait. This can have double attack, okay, and I'll just do retaliation. I don't need to protect Jeeves. Jeeves is now serving my opponent more than me. Use this for 7 mana. Bam, bam, attack twice. Still has retaliation for the rest of the game. This dies. Bam, let's deal with this shit. Again, Bronzebeard is a little bit different. It gives eternal to the card. So the card returns to your hands, essentially doubling the battle cry, but not really. I can also turn Ice Block into something else. Some kind of other 4-drop, hopefully. I don't know what I'm gonna get. Probably something better than 1/8 that just dies. But it does have ability to block, so maybe it's not useless. Can I summon this? I think I can. I think it's completely reasonable to do that. So for 1 mana, but I have 3 cards in my hand, and I tapped the Ice Block, and now Ancient Dragon, that can return things to the hand. Kind of like poisonous. Whenever I attack into... Well, pretty much poisonous. It's pretty much poisonous. It's a missing modifier because it's the first poisonous card ever. So I can return this, but it's kind of shit if I do that. So is it even worth it? Oh boy. Because Angry Genie is always going to be angry. It's very scary to me. I can technically try and destroy it. Or using Baboon Knight destroy it. Ah, interesting. But it will retaliate. Oh shit. I can try. I have to like return it to the hand, I think. Oh man, Angry Genie is OP. Like dealing 12 damage like this. So let me try and do this and see what happens. Also, I can do recombobulation or whatever. Refreshification. If everything fails. It refreshes, does that mean it can attack again? That's a good question, to be honest. And I say yes. But then it's like very scary card. Jesus, what? Evolve? But should you evolve and still be able to attack? Yeah, but probably the answer is no. No, you should not. So in a way, the skeleton that was summoned should have not been able to attack and kill my Matter Bomber. Because this... I mean, technically it wasn't able to attack. Because it was my turn. But it would still have to be tapped as well. Okay. So that's not going to work. And the dragon is just going to die if I don't roll 2 dice. To roll dice, I need the odd cost. I got 2 odd cost, okay. So it's at 5/7. It at least survives the genie. But I would prefer to actually kill it. I still have 4 mana left. So let's summon Bronzebeard. It's gonna give Ancient Dragon... Oh, it just kills the genie, by the way. Because this can pass through retaliation. And then 5 attack is enough to finish off. I just needed 4. So 6 mana has been used. And we kill the genie. Get the fuck out of here. Finally. So the effect doesn't trigger because I actually killed the monster. Nothing to be returned to the hand. And I still have a shield block or ice block. Well, ice block, yeah. Damn, this card is doing some work. Holy shit. And I get to draw a card. And I can play Recombobulator if I want to. Do I want to? I could do it on ice block. I mean, I need cards. It would be kind of cool to play it right now. And Bronzebeard made sure that this has taunt already. It only got temporary. Oh shit, no, I already used 2 mana. So not only I had to play the hero power, but I also had to use it for 2 mana. This symbolizes 2 mana requirement, my friends. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. That means in total I spent 8 mana. So I had to sacrifice Baboon Knight and can't do anything else. The turn is over. And I'll just pretend that I click this button enough times. A merchant, guys. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Like, nobody wants to kill Jeeves. We just leave him generate cards, make the game that much faster. I still can't play this because it requires one more card in my hand, so that sucks. And Matter Bomber is no longer a quick draw card, so I can't activate full effect. I don't care, to be honest. And anything that attacks into this gets returned to the hand. So that's a big problem. And actually nothing happens when it dies. Bronzebeard just added taunt to it. That's it. Because when it dies, it requires 4. Because it has 3 dots, 1 cost. It has requirement of 4 bones. Also, let's use this button and make sure that this is 4 because I already used 1. Durability of the hero power. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking weird, complicated things, but I can't keep up with it. And I'm like, wow. Well, I love it. Even though it's super complicated. I don't need no programming. Eat ass. I do like the way this 5 looks like, and obviously we're gonna fix the font for everything. Probably not gonna make my custom fonts, but the symbols are gonna be customized. So technically, I could make custom font because it's not that difficult, but we'll see. I'll see how I'll come up with the custom card stuff. So, how do we break through this ridiculous wall of like 13 health, and then there's this guy? I can return this to the hand, which probably is a good idea. But what the fuck do I do otherwise? After that, I can return to the hand and then use a refresher. Maybe I get some kind of effect. That's wishful thinking. So I don't know. I can also desperately summon a queen. That's something. I think I will never be able to summon this. It's such a sad card. I'm so powerful, but you can't summon me. If I sacrifice this and that, I can do these two. I need to combo this, and I need to finale this, and I'll be able to do that. For 6 damage, it spreads out 2 damage across every minion. Leaving this with 3 health, which can sort of be killed like this. Leaving this with 6 health, which can be killed with Mad Bomber. I think we'll go with this play. Recruiter, bam, and Recruiter obviously activates the effect. Oh, but it activates the effect first. Oh, I can sort of like deny summoning. I can choose not to waste mana on this shit. Also, it's a 7 mana creature. Okay. So it can't easily be summoned at all. Well, I guess I deny. And it failed. And it sucks. Basically, Recruiter did nothing. Well, then I don't want Recruiter. No! Okay, so, they attack into this. This returns to hand. This stuff. This dies. Yep. This also dies. Bye-bye. Bran doesn't die, though. Disgusting. I can technically summon Jeeves again. And why the fuck not? Why the fuck not, bro? Bran has to die. He's at 1 health because I already throw bombs at him. Eat it. Game over, Bran. Here we go. You'll refresh my hand again. We're running out of resources real fast. Let's see what happens next. Technically, Spider Invention can be summoned fairly easily. You just have to skip a turn. You know, not play anything because you're wasting resources. Also, 8 mana versus 13 mana. Look at this shit. I'm gonna dump on this guy. You know, let's try and recombobulate a Baboon Knight because it sucks so bad, but it will still be able to attack. So it dies. This transformation effect, and I get this. I get this. It's 4 mana. It's, oh my god, so bad. Well, it can't attack ever. That's cool. I'll take that. But it does do quite cool stuff, generating bombs and stuff. I mean, I do enjoy that. Also, killing my opponent's creature is also going to give me bombs. Let's see if I get stuff out of this one. I need 1 more mana, though. Oh, fuck you, Spider. Bam, bam, bam. We got 1 attack, which is exactly how much I wanted. Plus 1 attack. Bam, bam. Kills that. And Jeeves draws me a card again, because why not? And also, I'm getting bombs now. This card is pretty nuts. The way you can generate bombs, it's crazy, bro. So, simple bomb 1. Yes, the button is called simple. Don't judge me. Judge the button. Here we go. Alright, that's cool. My turn. Kel'Thuzad, by the way, works exactly the same way as in Hearthstone. Almost exactly the same. For every single thing that died, you have 15 mana to recover things from the graveyard every single end of turn. It's a crazy card. Very scary, but usually things are not gonna die in the end of your turn anyways. So, I guess, boo-hoo, doesn't work. As well as you would hope to. Like, nothing is gonna die. I attack for free, usually. I don't sacrifice my creatures, even. So Kel'Thuzad sucks even more. I'm not sure what to play here. I can do Sunlight, first of all. That's a nice little ability to generate gems. If I only have 1 creature on the board. I already forgot what gems do. Basically, it prevents lethal damage if you have 2 gems. Providing +1 health. Okay. I mean, it's fairly useful stuff. And it can protect me even more. And I have a ridiculous amount of mana to play stuff like this. I hope things are going into the grave, are they? I have 18 cards, 19. Yeah, it's all the cards. Everything's smooth. Alright, so we have to kill this with as few hits as possible, and it turns out it's going to be 2 hits. Unfortunate. I can sort of summon Kel'Thuzad, I guess. What else would I do? I don't see anything. This and that. 12 mana. Can't really do much more than that. And don't want to waste resources anymore because I have plenty of mana. And I shouldn't think too hard because fuck it. So do we kill the Creeper Stash? Yeah. I mean, it keeps generating bombs in this case. But it will still generate 2 more bombs. And that is scary. Holy shit. Because last time bombs have been generated by fucking Dr. Boom, I lost my entire board of 5 creatures. Just to bombs alone. I even summoned Short Circuit. She's not supposed to die, bro. Oh, look what we have here. It's actually a fun card. Quick Draw can be a fun mechanic. It's like, oh shit, I want the effect, right? I want the effect. Can I get the effect? You thinking of like... And it's like it really makes you want to get the goddamn effect. Now, can I get the full effect of 8? I need 1 card first and the second. And then I deal 8 damage. So 1, 3, and 4. Wow, this is a lot of crazy shit. I would still probably have to sacrifice Matter Bomber for this one. But I can kill the board. And gotta respect that. I feel that. Technically, I killed the board with the bombs. Oh shit. Summon this. That. It activates for 8 damage. Fucking Matter Bomber, the highlight of the game now. 8 damage, bro. What the fuck, man? So I attack this. It spreads 1, 3, 4. 8 damage is spread. This is left with 3 health, so I drop a bomb on him. He doesn't actually die. He doesn't goddamn die, bro. Which actually makes Kel'Thuzad very vicious, I would say. Holy shit. Incredibly powerful stuff. Well, this guy's no more. Jeeves is no more. But holy shit. He might actually come back to life? No, it's not gonna happen. I draw 3 cards. I lose 1 shield. Okay. My time to get back on this guy. Who has now a Spider Queen. And it's scary because now it's getting chunkier and chunkier, bro. At the end of turn, because Spider Queen is surrounded by creatures, she gets 1 chunk for free. So now it's at 12 health. It's so evil. If she's left alone, technically she freezes, which is a very bad thing. If I return... It is 6 mana, though, with this effect and breakthrough. And usually you're not going to leave her alone, right? But I don't know. I need 1 more card for this. It doesn't work again. Space Monkey. I'm kind of stuck. I'm just thinking about Bomb Blobber doing something to the Spider Queen. But Matter Bomber can suck in 2 bombs. And not much I can do about it. Yeah, the Spider Invention is probably the most disgusting card here. It's so annoying. But hey, I got my Kel'Thuzad back with 1 health. It's gonna stay with 1 health. Maybe I can sacrifice something to resummon it. I can sacrifice Sushi Girl. That's nice. Probably a good idea. As sad as it is. Sacrifice, because Kel'Thuzad is just gonna resummon my board. So she dies. But gets resummoned, so I put her aside. Bam. Okay. Now, with Bomb Blobber, do we throw all the bombs? Probably irrelevant. I just killed the Bob. With Bomb Blobber, I kill Bob. Simple Bomb 2. Here we go. Obviously, I will simplify a lot of things, so you don't have to do stuff like this. I would imagine that cards that have bombs, I will be able to program to just, like, click something and a button like this pops up. Fairly simple. So it spends 12 mana, Sushi Girl comes back. Very nice. She doesn't get frozen. And this goes back to attack mode? No. It's just stuck like this. It got frozen itself because of the modifier. The 1 health modifier. But it can still survive and still do, you know, the resurrection. One more time. Making Kel'Thuzad a pretty crazy card. Holy shit. Alright, Deathlord. For my opponent, summon creatures. Okay. 1 mana. This little shit seems so weak now. Holy crap. I still have 3 more rolls. 3 more dice rolls. We definitely have to kill Kel'Thuzad. The easiest way to do it is to just Spider Queen the shit out of it. Okay. I probably have to summon Short Circuit and pass the card draw. Very simple, I think. Do we throw bombs? Can we kill Sushi Girl? That one's a tough one, bro. Holy shit. We can accidentally hit a shield or bomb blobber as we attack. Okay, this modifier, right, deflects the first attack to a new target. Can I summon everything? No. Also, it doesn't even survive, by the way. This shit doesn't even survive. But if I get 2+ attack, it will be able to kill both of these in one swing. But technically not really, because she will still deflect the attack. The remaining attack she will still be able to deflect. So I don't got good tools. I can attack with Deathlord first and see where it lands. It sort of doesn't matter, but it kind of does. If it lands on the bomb blobber, I can kill both of these. So let's roll, baby. Boom. Oh, no. Roll. So this is odd and this is even. Boom. It goes to the shields. Okay, so I can't kill anything but Sushi Girl, bro. Unless I don't want to attack into her, which makes sense. I might not want to do it. Except, like, my opponent has bombs, so this almost guaranteed to die. I just have to kill it off. Whatever. What a battle, though. Between 2 girls, bro. I mean, I could have rolled the dice to see if I get 3. I needed 3 to survive. For her to survive, right? Then she goes to 6 health and survives 5 attack. Retaliation. So that's that. Sushi Girl could have attacked technically into the Spider Queen. Because it goes down in health. But 5 attack is very awkward. So it was a very smart decision to keep her in retaliation mode. I think that my turn is over up here. Let's go down. The Tong, bro. Holy shit, my favorite. My favorite destroyer of the universe. Holy shit. 9 attack. 7 drop. Technically, right? As long as it's healthy. Oh boy. Tong has... It has some highlights, let's put it that way. Also, it's a taunt in the way right now. But you know what? Fuck that shit. I'm not killing it, but maybe I should kill it. I get to attack as well. With whatever gets summoned. It gives me 2 chances. Should we do it? I do want to kill the fucking Spider Queen, though. Let's see where the bombs drop. Should I drop both bombs? Fuck it, let's go. Both bombs dropping. And they go to even. So, to the Death Lord. Which kind of very much suck balls. I'm not gonna lie. We have to finish off. Can summon this. I'm actually running out of stuff. This stuff is useless. Might as well summon this, and might as well activate sunlight. It's crap. Because the Space Monkey is really crappy. I guess I can put Space Monkey up here. Alright. So that's 7 mana in total used. I still have plenty more. Space Monkey can't attack, though. Kill, kill. Now, do we summon anything from the deck? Again? No. No, we don't. Kel'Thuzad going in the wrong direction. Now, bam, bam, destroys the Spider Queen. Game over. I don't know how I lose this. Alright, now I'm very confident that this is fine. That we win. Almost guaranteed. Matter bombers, bro. It's the only thing that can save him at this point. Absolutely. Holy shit. Now it's getting scary. The amount of damage these things can do is insane. Oh my god. Together. Imagine them doing it together. So I use this after I play the first Matter Bomber, who gets 2 effects. Okay, so 4 damage is dealt to the entire board. But before I deal 4 damage, I have to remove this from the board, potentially. Throw 2 bombs, my friends, in this section right here. So we've got 1 bomb here, 1 bomb here, bam. Can we swing this turn? It's so crazy, right? So bombs have been dropped. I summon my first Matter Bomber, all right? So it spreads 1, 1, no, 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. Killing Millennium Duelist, but it comes back to the hand for 2 bones. All right. By the way, Millennium Duelist technically could have gotten a temporary card, but it's useless now. It's late game. Who cares? I can buff the Matter Bomber. It's not really relevant right now. This is at 4 health. This is at 4 health as well. So, but what is relevant is to use exact amount of mana, of 12 mana. Use this effect for 2 mana. This is crazy, by the way. Holy shit. Let's see what we get. We get nothing. We get absolutely nothing. We rolled nothing. But we at least used 2 mana, and now the second Matter Bomber comes down with full force of 8 damage, destroying the entire fucking board. Holy Jesus, man. Just annihilating the entire board with 8 damage. Because both of these had 4 health left. And now, they attack directly for 12 damage, breaking both of the shields. I draw all the cards. This is the end game, guys. And it doesn't look good for me. I actually fucking lost. I just lose. Alright, guys? We all agree that I just lose? Well, I ain't gonna fucking give up, man. This is just simply 5 mana. The spider inventions are absolute garbage. They have proven themselves to be absolute garbage. But let's go. Chuck them in. My opponent has -5, -1 attack, so it's at 5 attack right now. Doesn't do shit. They can still retaliate just fine. And I'm scared. So I can sort of kill it with the short circuit. I can sort of kill what... No. Well, Millennium Duelist actually attacks. Then it dies. Goes back to my hand. Comes back again. And attacks the same exact creature. Technically. I can attack this one. This retaliates. It kills. It comes back to hand. This is not over yet, guys. No, it doesn't actually proc the death. Necessarily. Because it came back to hand instead of actually dying. So Kel'Thuzad is not going to resummon minions. That would be crazy. Even though I could have done that way as well. It would have probably made more sense. I don't know. Probably not. Short Circuit finishes off with the cleave, killing these guys. And Kel'Thuzad breaks 1 shield. What the fuck? Was I able to summon everything at once? No. No! I wasn't able to do that. I summoned everything at once, right? These guys and this. Oh shit. You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. Okay, 1 second, guys. Technical difficulties. I have still 8 things in my graveyard. Alright. So how do we actually deal with this? Because, well, I killed with this and that. And I don't actually break the shields. The last 2 cards is going to decide the game. Literally, holy shit. So attack with Short Circuit. Short Circuit gets resummoned at the end of the turn. Even though it dies. Because Kel'Thuzad is fucking broken-ass monster, bro. And Kel'Thuzad himself can kill the other Matter Bomber. Blah, blah, blah. Resummoned at the end of turn. Congratulations. At attack mode, apparently. Fucking hell. But doesn't break shields, because that's... Well... What? Kel'Thuzad would also break shields, too? Because there's no indication. Come on, Come on, bro. Relax. Holy shit, man. I guess. Time to gamble. Again. Okay, how is this gonna work out? Because it doesn't look good for my opponent. I feel like I locked in the board, and Kel'Thuzad doesn't want to die anytime soon. But let's see it. So, at the end of turn, it will kill Millennium Duelist, and will break my shield, which I don't have. It doesn't do anything. I'm sorry, bro. So, it sucks, basically. Kel'Thuzad just destroys this guy. But okay, we kill this. This has 2 points of chunks. Kills that. Well, no, it goes to stealth mode. Gets frozen. This dies. For real this time. Goes back to the hand. At the end of turn. Because of the Borkler. And that's it. The buff doesn't do anything. It's useless. So now with this arrangement, Kel'Thuzad cannot attack, but these guys can. They can only break 1 shield, though. Space Monkey is gone. Evaporated. Oh, this is disgusting, bro. So, this is at 1 health, but that keeps the chunk alive. Even if I kill this, like that. It keeps the chunk alive. Well, technically, Short Circuit was in stealth mode and froze the guy. And I technically just won? Maybe break the shield. Well, let's forget about that part because that's fucking complicated now. Let's say the effect did not trigger. Alright. Because technically when I summon this, it should have froze instantly and this goes to stealth. And maybe that means I win the game? Pretty much. Yeah, that would have been too easy, bro. So let's see. With 1 health, can this do anything anymore? Probably not. Even if it kills Millennium Duelist again, it doesn't do anything. Technically, I don't even have to summon it another time. It would be a waste of resources. Oh, this sucks. This actually kills this and the Kel'Thuzad because Kel'Thuzad is at 1 health. So if this effect didn't trigger, I lose. If it triggers, I win pretty easily. That's the whole difference. It's technically a draw because fuck my life, man. Yeah, so this kills that. The problem with this, it doesn't actually kill it. Oh no, it has range. It has range attack. Yep, it kills both of these. And it would have killed Millennium Duelist at the same time. I can also technically heal it with the dice rolls. Wow. So it could have went either way. Because I forgot to activate the effect, I lose. See you guys next time.